This is really like five-head play, right? As you're saying.
Yes.
Exactly.
Bishop h4 check. Okay, so now either
It's
king
still-
move on the e file is still holding.
No! Oh wait, it's what? Okay, it's a draw, right? No. What?
Wait, no, wait.
Apparently a4 is a winning move here.
Just when we thought he had it, but wait, for Nepomniachtchi, a4 is the only move that wins.
King f3.
Nepomniachtchi didn't play a4. The flower path works.
It's
Wow. Hey.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, I guess that's the good thing for Hikaru, that this game will not feel like he has been outplayed. It feels like it was just a brilliant preparation, an opening novelty by Nepomniachtchi.
It kind of makes sense. Oh, by the way, MVL just resigned. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah, of course, I'm rooting for Anish here, so it's good to see that.
Oh wow, his rook is trapped. There's gonna be shuffling. Meanwhile, Carlsen has won. He's up 2-0. So.
Yeah, so Levy, don't you have like a pretty high bullet rating on chess.com? Because mine is pretty low, and I really need some points back. And now, I mean, I'm out of this tournament, so I thought maybe we can organize
Not
some kind
anymore,
of...
man. Not anymore. I've lost some points. Now
Wait,
we've.
can you hear me?
Oh my god, that sounds so good.
Wow, like it's like a different person talking to us. Welcome to the show, Jorden.
Okay, yeah. I didn't notice that there was such a big difference.
Let's put it this way. You before you sounded a little bit like a malfunctioning microwave, but your insight was brilliant, and we
Yes.
didn't want to. We felt a little bit rude, but Anna took a risk. Now the whole chat is yelling that she's rude, but she fixed the audio issue.
Honestly, I was very afraid of asking because I didn't want to make you feel uncomfortable. I just thought I should chance it now that we are on the front page.
Yes,
No, it's,
good one. I mean, I'm joining you guys on a small laptop, so I don't have that many USB ports, and I'm using one for the camera already, and one for my mouse. But I realize I don't really need the mouse right now. So
Thank you for
think it's good
sacrificing
now.
the mouse. We appreciate it.
Yes. Jorden, what's your go-to snack? I mean, Hikaru refuels with bananas, as we know. What's your
I like a lot of things. Chocolate, cashew nuts, nuts. Also bananas, I'm a big fan. So lots of things. I recently started drinking coffee actually. Like the thing was during this like the game started pretty late European time, like 5 p.m. and then I'm feeling a bit tired already, so I started drinking some coffee. So maybe that's something I'll keep doing. Who knows?
Yeah. And
Joining the club, yeah.
absolutely. And if you don't like coffee, you can always get G Fuel. Make sure to use the Okay, I'm gonna stop.
What is it? What is it, like just an energy drink? What's G Fuel all about?
G Fuel is liquefied like ELO, and basically when you ingest it, it tastes really good, it energizes you, and it's free rating points basically.
And that's
so
how you got your bullet rating so high up, and also your blitz is going up, right? I mean, of course I'm.
Yeah,
paying attention.
your snapshot of my rating is like 2 weeks in the past, and I really love you for it because my ratings have fallen so much since then, but you haven't checked, and I really like that. I really appreciate it. You came prepared with compliments, and yeah, don't check my rating now, please.
Okay, I'll check out G Fuel because
Yes.
I mean, I'm also intending to increase some rating points. I mean, it's not going too well. So I mean, on chess.com, of course. So check it out.
We should probably talk a little bit about the game. We're probably offending some people, so
Yeah,
this-
it's not too much going on. Looks pretty equal to me. I was paying a little bit of attention in the meantime. So Hikaru took on f5, but then things got rather simplified, and now wait, materials equal, so it's probably just gonna be draw. Although, wait, isn't it like slightly better for Nepo with the fractured pawns on the king side? I don't know. E3 and G2 are a bit weak.
do we really think that Nepo is still in prep? I mean, he has 15 minutes. Like,
No.
is this...
He's not. He's just he always plays fast. He's probably I don't know. He's just he has easy moves to make, so he doesn't have to think so much. In the meantime, also checking up on Anish.
Yeah. Let's go. Anish.
Absolutely. Anish has tied the score, so that's a 1-1 between Anish Giri and Maxime Vachagrov, number one player of the Netherlands versus number one player of France.
Okay, by the way, this is like several games in a row now that MVL is moving his king without castling when he plays black. Last time to e7, h6 followed by h5. Okay, I get it. Stopping g4, but very.
Yeah, no, this is I'm not gonna lie, this is just theory.
Up
So
until
h6,
which point?
um, well, I mean, by now not anymore, but this h6, h5, this is definitely like a known idea. I think pretty much soon after that, players were out of book. And now MBL indeed seems to have forgot he can also castle, so he's using multiple steps with his king to bring it into safety. And Engine doesn't like it, so
Well,
That's
it's
very
like
creative, very
I
very
mean-
creative. But yeah, he didn't castle.
man, what's the logic for putting the king on g8 without moving the rook? Is just h5 like has to be protected?
I think he was worried of f5 or something. I don't know. F5 by white trapping the bishop, but Engine seems to say, computer seems to say that you could just move the rook and then only then move the king. So I don't know.
Okay, so Anish is clarifying the position. He's taking on d7, e5. So we're gonna get f takes. I mean,
Wait, what the heck did he just do? What? He took on d7? That is looking so bad. Sorry to say, but I don't get why he played that.
I listen. I'm gonna take your word for it. And
Anyway,
f e5. What's the idea?
It has to be something concrete, I guess, since you're saying that strategically bishop takes d7 doesn't make sense. So is he calculating something very concrete with the d5 pin?
I think what happened, he just didn't realize he was much better and then kind of panicked into this decision. But now it's black who's better, so hard to say what exactly he thought. I don't understand.
Sounds completely acceptable. Is Magnus playing, by the way? Like, I feel like we haven't.
Magnus, is he?
Yeah, he still should play his third game, and it's underway. I guess we could address that game as well because Magnus Carlsen, the world champion, only needs half a point to call it a day for today. Is this a drawish line he's playing?
I mean, listen, he's got noodles to enjoy, yeah. So
Yes.
he probably should take care of business. This was a what? Moscow, great, as always. c4. All I know about this exact line, I had my friend plays this, and there's some move where b5 is good. Now, Jorden can either confirm this, like rook c8 and b5, or call me an idiot, or do both. But I'm pretty sure that's a line.
I just don't know. I mean, I guess what you're saying is correct. I just don't know the theory here, so also.
What? You don't know? Okay, well, then I'm scared because...
I don't like analyzing these drawish lines, so.
Okay.
But
well,
I think maybe there's some. Didn't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking.
I was saying that if we're gonna have an online event like this for a long time, not just whenever COVID, when we all get the vaccine and everything like that, that there should be some way to get these games rated. Like, I know FIDE has done this hybrid concept, like you can play a tournament hybrid if you have a designated place with an arbiter. Any thoughts that, like, maybe in the future someone can get a norm just going to their local chess club and playing half a tournament or a whole tournament online, but with...
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think why not get these events rated? I mean, basically, it's just normal chess, right? Well, the one issue they have is probably the cheating. I mean, I guess it doesn't really happen at the top level, but getting it under control at every single level is a bit hard. So, but I think for sure you can start getting like the top events rated. If you're sure that everything is safe, and I think it will come also. I mean, like you said, they introduced the hybrid system, and then probably soon also why not rate the online events in general. But I mean, the one thing is like when you wanna have one event rated, you gotta all other events want to be rated as well, right? So
Yep.
FIDE has to find a way to make sure that it's all fair play and all good. And I think once that's done, it
Spe-
can be done.
Speaking of fair play, I was gonna ask you: did you also have to go through the cheating measures, anti-cheating measures that Hikaru was talking about? That the organizers of the Champions Tour started checking the players' ears as well. That you need to show your ear into the camera. Did you have to do
Yeah, I
that?
made sure my ear was looking very clean because I was not a fight, so all's good there. Yeah,
Man,
it was a bit weird to, you have to bring the camera to your ear and then show to the arbiters, but I guess if they want to do it, it's fine by me. I mean,
that's yeah.
it was a bit unusual though. It was a bit unusual. I'm not soon I want you to show other areas as well. I don't know.
Well, you already have 2 cameras, right? I mean, they're about to ask for 3 cameras. It's gonna be
Yeah.
gonna be quite
Yeah.
an interesting experience.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like they want to really eliminate every single possibility, so they are gonna be even more careful because introducing the ear check already, and then maybe indeed some more camps coming up could be for sure happening. They just really want to be sure that everything is being fair. Honestly, I don't think anything weird is happening in these events. I mean, top players have no incentive to do anything, but it's of course good to just also to the public to make sure that everything is being done right and no one is doing any unfair business.
That would be something. That would be
Yeah,
something if that actually did happen at one of these events. I mean, my God, it would be.
yeah, no, but I mean these top players, they're making good living anyhow. They would be risking their careers to pull something like that. So I don't think it's happening, but
Yeah, I
if it
fully agree
works,
with you that
yeah.
it would only be a potential case on lower levels. So the question is, how can we make sure that online tournaments for not the super grandmasters but the rest of us, how can they be 100% cheating free?
Yeah, that's definitely true. I mean, when you see someone like Levy here getting 2800 blitz on chess.com, it's I'm just messing. I honestly don't know how to take care of it. I'll leave that to the the smart people in the world. I'm just a chess player.
Do you do you know do you know who I am? I will. That was that. Did you just accuse me of cheating? Is that what just
No,
happened?
no, 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 no.
Wow, wow, my
I would
goodness.
never do such thing.
I've put Anish versus MVL back up on the screen. So, but I
Anish is still. He's probably making a draw now. He's it's unpleasant though. I have to say it's unpleasant. He's down the pawn, and big issue is his king over here on b1.
yeah. I mean, how do you?
Yeah, I thought it. Maybe he'll. Yeah, maybe it's really unpleasant. In fact, so I will be looking at to move rook e7 here, like to create threats. But I think the problem is black just takes, and then plays rook f8 or something, and maybe white king is in big danger. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, rook e7 with rook f8. Okay, he takes.
I takes on b3 and plays rook e7, which is basically the same thing. Um, oh, this is rook d8. Ooh, yeah, this is really nasty position for white to be in. Could very well lose this one. I don't know.
How? Oh, okay, that was much slower than what I thought we were gonna see, like a check in Rook A8, but
Yeah, Rook D7 is not good. I saw computer recommending Rook F8 and then infiltrating on F2, and I think White would have been in a lot of trouble. Rook D7 seems a bit soft to me.
where is Firouzja, by the way? We've barely looked, we've forgotten about, are they repeating? I think they're about to repeat. Oh,
Maybe.
okay.
Ah, they made a draw, yeah. Okay. Okay.
It has been an interesting game. It felt like Anish had something at the start, but then, as you said, that bishop takes d7 was a dubious decision. I wonder what was the reasoning behind it. Maybe Anish will talk about it in the interview later. As for Hikaru, I think good news is that this position is getting really simplified and it should be heading toward a draw.
Hikaru is even pushing a little bit here. He's definitely not worried anymore. So he found excellent moves to um, to to get out of danger, and now he may even try to win a little bit, although draw is almost certain to happen.
Yeah, so Magnus takes a 1-0 lead.
Yeah,
I mean,
this is just over, of course.
you kind of just expect that. You at least expect Magnus in a semifinal.
Yeah, now I mean one match up. He'll definitely yes, of course he's a huge favorite to get into the semis. And is he potentially facing Hikaru then,
Oh,
or
the
not?
bracket. Yes, I think the semifinals is indeed
Yeah.
that. If Hikaru advances and Magnus advances, that
Okay, so
will be the
that's
case.
potentially a really epic matchup. If Hikaru, of course, manages to get the better of Nepo here.
Looks just. Did they just repeat or no? No, Nepo's just thinking.
Yeah, no, I think they're about to make a draw here, so nothing much going on here. Maybe Nepo trying to find the clearest way to the cleanest way to make a draw. I don't know.
Yeah, Firouzja is just going all in. He played the Karo Khan, and he's not gonna just go down. He wants to. This is actually a very good way of playing. It feels like.
Yeah, I think for the situation, for his match situation, this was a good choice, the opening. And he is creating chances for himself. He needed a complex position where there's some kind of a strategic or dynamic imbalance. I love this h5, h4 plan with the king on f7. Yeah, let's go try to checkmate the king on g1.
No, I think it's exactly Alireza's style. I mean, being down 2-0, you might as well just go for it.
He has to draw from here. Those of you who are wondering about the scoring system and such, Wesley So is leading 2 points in that match. He only needs half a point out of the last 2 games. That means that Alireza is in a must-win situation now, and even if he wins this one, he has to win the next game too.
Where do you actually live, Levy? I mean, I know you live in the U.S. or which city?
Oh, New York City. That's why.
New York.
That's why Gotham Chess. Not because I really like Batman.
Okay, now I get it. Yeah.
And you in the Netherlands?
No, I had to move in with my girlfriend in Belgium.
Oh,
Yes.
wait. What do you mean? Like as a life decision, or you got like kicked out of the Netherlands? What happened?
No, as a life decision. As a life
Oh,
decision.
congratulations. That's
Yeah. It's been a while that I'm living here. Anyway, they speak the same language here, so it's not that big of a difference. So let's say Netherlands to Belgium, it's like from one state to the other state in the U.S. Like that's the difference of distance. So it's not like a big decision.
I when I saw you 2 years ago in the Czech Republic, I had plans with my friend to go play Riga after, and we were gonna travel Western Europe, but I got very sick in the Czech Republic and I had to go back home, and he went to all of the cities without me. So he went to Prague, Brussels, Amsterdam. It was very sad, and I stayed home and lost 15 pounds because I got very sick.
Oh
So-
wow, that sucks. And was
Yeah.
it like, have you played any over the board chess ever since?
Not in Europe. I mean, I played like maybe 2 tournaments over the board since then. So I really haven't played in 3 years
Not a
seriously
long,
at all.
not. You took up a different profession.
I must say I like this one more. Over the board chess is not very rewarding when it's not going well, but for you it is going well. So you are.
Yeah. But okay, everyone doing the things he likes, so that's good.
I think it's a.
And do you have like a very small apartment in New York City, or how does it work? Because I know, I mean, New York. I mean, I've never been there, but it gets to be.
We have a reputation for being very expensive and not a lot of space. But I would say more than anything, it's a bit of a over exaggerated meme. I think we have a very decent amount of space for a good price. So I think you just have to know where and how to look. I will say
So
my
if I would.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, go on. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say my living situation is very funny. Like I live in a small building and I have um, older landlords who live below us. They're maybe in their 80s and they like do things like don't turn on the heat, forget to turn on the heat. Um, anytime we have a delivery, they go to the door because they think it's maybe for them, and then they ring our doorbell to tell us to come downstairs. So this is the kind of stuff we have to deal with. They speak almost no English, so we kind of exchange finger pointing and random words. So
Ah,
that's kind of the experience of New York City. But yeah, obviously we have some pretty ridiculous real estate. You were gonna ask about yourself. You have plans to come here, or
yeah. I was just wondering if you if I'm ever coming, you have like some place to stay for me, you know?
maybe? I mean, I think in 4 months when my lease is up, I'm gonna get a space upgrade. I can make like a special guest room for grandmasters who don't accuse me of cheating on the internet. But I think we can definitely do something. You're coming to New
Yeah,
York?
basically. No, but I've always wanted to, do you know, to come to New York. I've never gotten the chance. It's not so easy from Europe, but I thought you're the one guy I know now who lives in New York, so I thought maybe I can invite myself over.
There are no other good chess players in New York City. None. I'm the only one, and I'll be happy to house you and show
No
you
one?
the. No, nobody.
Wow.
No else.
You're the best player in New York City, is what you're saying.
No, Robert Hess is here, and so are like 20 other
Ah, okay.
grandmasters. There's a lot. I mean, Alexandra Botez was here for a while. I don't know how long she lived here, but she was here for a
And the
while.
chess hustlers are pretty good too, right? I mean, they know. I've seen some clips. They're pretty good at chess as well.
They're like 1700, 1800. Yeah, some might even know like grandmasters around the world. So yeah, they're pretty.
Wow.
Yep.
By the way, Firusha, meanwhile, he's crushing it. I think he's just gonna take this one home now. Bishop takes e6, and what White King is just getting checkmated, I guess.
Yeah, this is pretty epic. Anna might not even make it back in time, but I don't think the game is gonna end within the next few minutes.
I mean, I guess people who are visiting this channel are also rooting for Firusha, right? I mean, I know he's been on the channel,
Mhm.
so we are definitely hoping he's gonna make a comeback here.
Yeah, but it's tough. If he makes a comeback, that'd be amazing.
I guess so, yeah. But okay, anyway, beating Wesley with White after this one is not gonna be a walk in the park by no means.
Okay, so he just takes, right? What's
He
the
just takes, and then I guess, well, maybe Wesley can try something like Queen to C2, attacking the knight on G6, and if Firusha plays knight to H4, there's Rook H2, attacking the Queen. So it's not complete. Wow, that's by the way a beautiful line. Can you show that? Like
Sure.
Queen C2, Knight H4, and then Rook H2,
Mm-hmm.
Queen G3, King H1, and now White is actually threatening to win the Queen on G3 by Bishop F4, but Black doesn't care. He plays Rook H8, and after Bishop F4, seemingly trapping the Queen. It's a long line, I know. Black has this stunning move, Knight F5, which is well, if he finds that,
So
I
takes,
mean,
of course, if King G2, Rook H2, and if King G1, just Rook H2 anyway, and at the end of it,
Yeah,
What?
black is winning somehow. I mean, this
It's a
is
winning
quite an
endgame.
insane line.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think we'll. I think. Oh, the thing is, after Queen C2, do you have to, if anything else besides kind of this idea of?
No, I don't think so. So definitely not. But I mean, I'm not sure if Wesley's gonna find this. So maybe he'll play. It doesn't look that clear to the human eye. The position. Wow, he played knight f3. Sorry to interrupt, but wow.
You just interrupted yourself. I was not talking.
Yeah, I was gonna say like the position doesn't look that clear from human point of view, and then he plays this stunning knight f3, which is like out of the blue. Wow.
Eh.
And computer saying queen takes g2 is winning. This is over my head, man.
What? Okay, and then takes, right? And then, oh, if king f3, bishop g4, if rook f3, knight h4, and if queen f3, knight h4. So what do? You play king f2 and get hit with rook h2. And if king e1,
I
rook
think this is
e8.
a good moment to draw some arrows, and because this is sick stuff.
That is disgusting. I mean, can he really? Is that the only winning move?
Well, he can also give queen h1 check first, and then take on g2, but it's basically the only winning move. Yeah, so this is sick. I'm very curious. I mean, this is basically this really shows the kind of player he is, right? If he's gonna find this, very impressive. It's very hard.
Let's put it this way. Do you think he at least sees the idea, but at this point it's basically like, oh, I don't know, that might be too much, or it's like, whatever. I mean,
I think he'll do it because you'll see like if you take the knight, which it looks logical, the knight on g6 is hanging, right? So
mhm.
you cannot take the knight, and otherwise white is gonna play knight g5. So basically you don't have a lot of options here with black. So for that reason, I think he's gonna find it, but not because he thinks it's completely winning, but because he thinks there's no other clear way. Oh, and just as I said that he blundered, so what am I saying?
Oh, he played knight h4.
Shoot, that's a pity.
Oh man. But queen h4? I mean, is there still an attack?
Yeah, but now white is completely fine.
Oh, man. That's sad. I think we'll still make it into an I Got Matar video, though. And I think the name is going to be The Best Combination That Never Happened. That's going to be the name, right there. I think
Speaking
that's going to
of
happen.
Getmatter, aren't you like beating him soon by subscriber count? You're really I mean,
Man,
you and Hikaru, of course.
I swear in like an hour and a half of being here, you've started multiple wars. like, it was a big kind of internal kind of competition. Like I was like internally, I was thinking about it for a long time, but I might pass him within a few months. But at the end of the day, I'm happy because the truth is that before like the last year and a half, there were a lot of people who made a lot of very good YouTube videos, and chess just wasn't very popular. And I mean, in some ways the content is good, but the timing is pretty lucky. So just happy that a lot of people are playing chess, at least in the United States. And it's like cool to play chess. Like teenagers are like playing chess in school. People who never play chess want to learn chess because it used to never be popular. I don't know if the same is in the Netherlands or Anna where you are, but
I
in the
think
States,
everywhere it's great. It's great times for chess. Also in the Netherlands, lots of media requests, and chess is really going through a very good period. So we should be embracing these times.
did you learn it in school or did you learn it like in a chess club outside of school?
Well, I learned like the rules from my father, and then I went just to the chess club basically. So um, I think probably by now the most common way is simply to learn through the internet, right? I mean, when I was learning chess like 2006 or something, probably like a long time ago, when I was like 6, 7 years old, I was just learning from some books. But by now, I think everyone is learning from like chess.com and the internet, and that's how lot of people are really getting involved with the game now.
We are patiently awaiting if Alireza has one more trick up his sleeve, but it does seem like
15
Wesley.
seconds left for Firuja to decide whether he'll try anything else, but unfortunately, just when it seemed that he had it, oh, okay, he's trying, he's still trying. G3.
Yeah, G3. Okay, Queen H1 is at least mate. Okay, Queen H1. Queen H1 is no longer mate.
I think he's gonna lose this one.
Yeah. Well, now I mean, what? But why? Why is this losing? Like some sort of.
No, it's not losing right now, but the initiative is gone, and now only Wesley is better, and Furusha has to win, so he's gonna over push somehow. And he has very little time on the clock. He has 17 seconds. It's very hard
At
position
the
to
same
play.
time, if he makes a draw, it's the same result for the match. So he's just going all in because of the match situation. So
Yeah.
Wesley so leading with 2 points. He only needs a draw in this game, meaning that Alireza with the black pieces, he's gonna try until he has nothing left, until there are no tricks left.
Wesley is just wrapping this one up, I think. He's not even trying to win it. He's just gonna make the draw,
Yeah.
which is fine.
Yeah. Queen G3.
This is as drawn as you can get it in chess. 4 against 4, queen against queen, bishop against bishop. Dead draw.
You think Alireza will decline a draw here?
No. Wow, queen e5. That's so desperate. There was no need for that. Okay, I mean it's a draw anyway, but
Wesley kind of has this thing, right? He does like things a little fancy, like a little bit unnecessarily. So this is a very.
yeah, I don't. This. I mean, it's gonna make. It doesn't matter at all. Just a bit desperate, like. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, they're just gonna repeat. I mean, bishop f1. There's literally not a single pawn push that black has. If king d6, you go king d4, and king c7, you go king c5.
Yeah, it's all just a dead draw here.
Here it goes. I think.
Yeah. So Wesley is winning this match.
Both Magnus and Wesley will be claiming the match after only 3 games. And for Alireza, that means tomorrow he has to strike. He has to make a comeback. Yeah. Oh, and I realized that Levy was very smart and left Hikaru's game on the small board. So even though it's small, but it's on the screen. That's
yeah,
the
so we
game
can
that
discuss
matters.
that a little bit. So we see Hikaru going for the brilliant end game once again. And now he takes the more solid approach of putting his bishop on e7. Whereas in the other game he put it on e6, and he's playing the real main line right now. So I think what he's aiming for is a quick draw in this game and then get the match tied. Of course, Nepo doesn't want to draw here. He's gonna try and win here with white, but this is very solid.
This is
for
exactly
black.
what you said. You were saying that bishop e7 is the more solid line, so bishop e6 is what Hikaru chose for the previous game, but it didn't go his way, so he's going for the more solid one. Is there any way you think that Nepomniachtchi has another opening novelty or some kind of a sharper idea in this line too prepared, or this line is just so solid it's not gonna be the case?
Well, I guess he'll have something very small here, but it cannot be anything big because that's just how the line is. The position is very safe for black, and even if you have some kind of mini idea to put some pressure on black, it's never gonna be similar to what we saw in the other game. So, and actually we see Nepo here sinking, so maybe he doesn't have any idea here at all. And
that's perfect. That's just
yeah.
what we needed, a normal game with no opening novelties that are 2 pawns of a sacrifice, but very much of a aggressive initiative. Welcome back, Levy, and I think the viewers are demanding a close-up of the pasta. I'm gonna be very hungry, but let's do it.
Okay. All right, here we go. I gotta turn off the camera autofocus though, so got a plate full of pasta, penne, got some meat sauce. It's yeah, very tasty.
Looks
And,
good.
You know, we've started we do this thing now where we'll order too much food from one of our favorite restaurants for dinner because we know the next day we're gonna eat it for lunch too. So, like yesterday, we ordered from this pizza place. We got pizza and like beef patty and pepperoni pinwheel, and we ordered a full plate of pasta. We didn't eat it yesterday, but we saved it for today. So
I do that all the time, so that saves the
Oh.
next day's cooking. Yes, just order a couple of dishes all at once. I
Yeah,
thought it's normal to do it, especially for streamers. Like, there's no time for anything.
Yeah, no. Plus, this place is so delicious. I mean, it's the one problem around here is there's a lot of good food, and eating there all the time, you spend a lot of cash, and also it's probably not so healthy, but it's very tasty. So even the food trucks are really good. So
Food trucks? What's that?
like a truck where they make food.
Ah, like that.
No, I don't know. Like it's just they literally park a truck and they make food and that's it. Is it not a thing in Europe?
No, not really. I mean, I guess it's a thing, but not where I live in Belgium.
You guys are civilized. You know how to make food like in a kitchen, and you don't need. Now here in New York, no, we got no time. We gotta go to the truck.
I just have my girlfriend cook for me, yeah. So
Oh,
That's,
shout out to Sophie. Can we get Sophie to 10K just for looking after Jorden? Probably Jorden won Tata still because of Sophie. So let's give credit to Sophie where it's due. 10K for Sophie. Can we see that? Just by Sophie.
Jorden, you were gonna say something?
yes. I don't remember. Did I want to say? I don't think so.
Was it the home cooking that helped in Tata Steel? Or
Yeah. No, I wanted to say there that actually I brought a friend there who was helping me with the chess, but also he was cooking for me there, so that's pretty funny.
Your friend was cooking for you?
Yeah, so he offered like, okay, so the Stata Seal, it's in like in middle of nowhere, right? And in these times, like all restaurants are closed, so there are two options: either order in, or you got this like little kitchen in your hotel room. And anyway, like he's not having too much to do there, like so he just decided to go on cooking. And we had this deal that, and at some point when I was doing really well, I said to him like, you know what, Max, he's my friend. If I'm gonna win this tournament, I'm just gonna pay the food bill. And well, that's what happened. But he's a really good cook actually, so maybe that was one of the secrets.
Wow. Is he the only Dutch guy who like you work that closely with, or is it kind of like all of you are a team? I mean, let's also not forget you have a brother. I'm not sure people know that. And you're pretty strong youth Dutch squad over there. So what is it just Max, or do you have like the whole Dutch squad like helping you out?
Well, we got a bunch of good players, but not all of them are really that much into chess. Like my brother Lucas, he has many other interests, among which are arm wrestling, so and poker. So he's doing, he's very diversified in what he's doing. Always had other interests. Max is like the only guy who's like really into chess. So that's why we work together. And that's and of course then Anish, the other guys like we have some guys who moved to the US like Roman van Kampen or Benjamin Bach to study and stuff. So basically Max is then what's left over. And he's very ambitious guy and very strong player. So yeah, we definitely work along very well.
But your brother is also a grandmaster, so more interest, but he still made it to the highest level in chess. How can he do it?
I don't know. He's always been very talented, but I don't think he ever had the intention of becoming like chess professional, because he just loves doing other things as well. So I think right now he's actually mostly doing some poker. So he's making a living doing poker, and he's actually current Dutch chess champion. So he's definitely good at chess, but he just likes doing other things as well.
And I think your sister too is a very talented player. That's what I recall seeing her a few years ago in White Day. She was like 10 years old and crushing it in her group, in her rating group. How is she doing nowadays? And also, I'm being told that your microphone started sounding weird again, and maybe it's too close to you. We are trying to just guess if it's...
Wait.
Oh
me
yeah,
see.
that's
Oh.
better. That's better. Thank you so much. Yeah, we gotta figure this out.
I'm in good hands here with some with a lot of you know, the chat knows all, and you guys are professional streamers, so I have zero idea here. So just tell me when I'm sounding. Is this better?
That
Yes,
sounds
it
good.
sounds
Yeah.
better. Thank you so much. Yeah, we were wondering at least I was wondering about how's your sister doing, because I remember this 10-year-old adorable girl crushing everybody in the round robin she was playing in Waikanze a few years ago. So how's your sister and her chess career?
Yeah, so my sister is very ambitious actually. Well, she lives in Netherlands with my parents, of course, but she's asking me very often, like messages. So, what do you do in this opening, or can you help me with these exercises? So, she really loves chess, and she's just 13 years old, so still very young and very ambitious and
That's
very
amazing to
motivated.
hear. You
That's
truly
awesome.
are a chess family.
She's gonna also maybe hit GM and try to go get that poker money. Is
Maybe.
does Lucas have plans to play in like some of these events? I don't know if chat knows this, but Jorden, do you know this? That the Estonian is he from Estonia? Ottomar Ladva?
Ah, yeah. I know. I read some article the other day. He's like making like very good living playing poker.
Yeah.
So he's a grandmaster, but he's a much better poker player probably because I saw the tournaments he's winning. He's like winning some very high amounts of cash.
Did he win like 500,000 just now? Like
Whoa.
most recent tournament, I think. Yeah, he won
Something like that. Yeah, I didn't. I forgot the exact figures, but definitely that guy is very good at poker. So I think it's something like a lot of players in chess players like doing poker as well. I think even Hikaru himself, he's playing this game Choker on his stream
Mm.
sometimes, which is like a mix of both. It's not really the same, I guess. But yeah, definitely poker and chess have always been sort of connected by the players who do it.
We will see how well poker players do at chess, because we have an upcoming event here on the GMHikaru channel. Professional poker players will be competing at
yeah.
chess for charity, the Joker's Gambit.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I totally
I saw Danny Negreanu playing the PogChamps, so definitely if he's like one of the biggest guys in poker. Only also one of the few guys I know by name. So
And he
it's
will
good
be
to
back
see.
at Hikaru's tournament too, so we shall
Ah,
see if he can beat the rest of the poker legends at chess.
okay.
yeah, it's crazy, you know, like I used to just put on high stakes poker and just have it in the background and listen to the banter for just hours. It was like the thing that I did on YouTube videos, and it's like Negreanu, all these guys. And we reached
Yeah.
out to all of them, and now Negreanu's just like playing chess. I mean, Daniel Negreanu is fascinating. He's like he plays chess, he plays poker, he tweets about The Bachelor. I mean, the guy, a very down to earth guy, you know, it seems
Yeah.
like. So,
He's the funny guy, right? He's making lots of jokes.
yeah.
But that's what I mean. I watched some YouTube videos some years ago, and he's always very talkative at the table. So
Very funny.
yeah. By the way, speaking a bit of chess, I think Hikaru is a pawn up, but he has to be a little bit careful not to get into very slight problems here. But I'm very confident he'll make a draw here. Just he has to be a little bit careful.
And on our smaller board, I was just gonna say that was a draw. The result is official. Anish Giri's last game against Maxim Vasharov is a draw.
Oh.
So that match ends in a draw, 2-2. And for today, that's possible. If the match is still a tie tomorrow, we're gonna see a blitz tiebreaker and potential Armageddon.
That's our final game of the day here, and I
Yes.
don't think there's gonna be too many fireworks here.
No, this is
Seems-
looking pretty. This is top chess, like some boring end game, you know. Not much going on, and players will agree to a draw in probably less than 10 minutes, which is good because I'm also getting hungry, you know. So
Yeah, all this food talk, Levy with the pasta.
I mean, hey, I took my pasta and I went to say hi to Lucy, and she said the game started. and you didn't put it on the screen. I was like, shit. So I was like, I kissed her goodbye, and I was like, all right, honey, gonna go eat my pasta. Yeah, she's doing work, and she has the stream on, so
You were planning to stay gone for a little while longer, yeah. So
like at least a few minutes. Yeah, we'll normally catch up, with what we've missed in the last few hours. She'll tell me what stupid stuff has happened on the street, because her office is by the street. There's always dumb stuff happening. People arguing, hitting each other with cars. It's great, Sometimes our older landlords, they do some funny stuff. They, like I said, they sit by the window, so they snipe anybody on the street, and they see them, and that's what we always like sniping. They come to the house, they're like, oh, and then they come to the front door. So she always fills me in on the stuff that I've missed, and we have a good. And I tell her about any fun stuff on stream, but sadly I had to eat my pasta here.
Well, huge shout out to today's real heroes, the girlfriends here, Sophie and Lucy. Lucy being the real producer of the show. Speaking of the tournament, since many of you were asking about the format, again, a reminder, today is the first day of the quarterfinals. Tomorrow, all of these players will be back to play the second mini match. You can consider it as two different sets in tennis. Today is the first set. Tomorrow is the second, so the points will not matter for tomorrow. But it does matter that Magnus Carlsen has won his match of today. He's leading in his match against Aronian. I'm confusing the pairings. I was like, is that? No, yeah. Against Levon Aronian. Levon Aronian has to make a comeback tomorrow if he wants to earn the right to a tiebreaker. I'm sure he will try. And it's the same scenario for Wesley So, who is leading in his match against Alireza Firouzja. But they will be back tomorrow too.
Yeah, this is very peaceful ending to a rather hostile day.
It started so well. It started so well for Hikaru, but that second game was an immediate comeback for Nepomniachtchi, the opening preparation.
I think he's not gonna be too happy, but neither be too disappointed. I mean, 2-2 is not. Wait, by the way, we shouldn't be calling this too early. Let's say I'm seeing some potential here for White, which is not entirely sure this is an easy draw now. Because White got the outside postpone on G4, and he has some ideas here. Like computer saying only B6 is good here for Black, and otherwise, you can see some scenarios where the White King is walking towards the queen side and taking up all the pawns.
So some like bishop f4. Like if I go king g6, bishop f4, and then king e5, right? And that could be.
Yeah, let's say for example, I guess it's just a draw, but just want to say that it's I wouldn't call it 100% yet. So, for example, let's say you go king g6, I'll go bishop f4, threatening king e5, right?
Mm-hmm.
You give me a check on f6, and then I'll go king c5. Yeah. And you can see that this is well, it's still a draw here, but it can get a bit tricky at times. So it's understandable that Hikaru is taking a minute or two here to figure things out and make sure that he's not landing in any real trouble.
And that's even more important in this match situation where this game, it's not about half a point in a round robin or an open tournament. It's this half a point could mean winning or tying today's match. So there's a lot of weight on this game.
Yes, for sure. Yeah. This is. It would be really unfortunate to lose this one. I mean, entire match could be lost. So
the
better be careful here.
Machine defense here is ridiculous. It wants b6, bishop c7, and like bishop c5 check, king e5, bishop f2. It wants to defend the b6 pawn from a distance. And king
that's what I'm saying. Like computer defense here is not at all human.
Mm-hmm. And then there's this trick with the e-pawn promoting if you take. So, man, I mean, like optically, b5, right? But the problem with b5 to stop the king from coming is that you don't want to advance your pawns, right? Because I feel like then they're all very weak. c6 is really weak.
I think there's a decent chance that he'll play b5. Doesn't seem crazy to me, but I'm a bit worried here. Not gonna lie. See some potential for White to put real pressure here. If he finds B6, that will be very impressive.
Um, it's
We'll see.
what does a grandmaster training camp look like? You guys stay at like a with like a good like sports complex and everything. Like I'm assuming you guys stay somewhere nice and do something. Or
Some kind of villa, big swimming pool, somewhere around the way down south, and no, just just
I
kidding.
was like, I think he's lying. I think he's not telling the truth. But
No, just basically we're staying in some kind of hotel, and it's okay because with COVID, we're not gonna be traveling too much, so we're staying close to home, and we have our special working room there, and we bring our laptops, and we bring some chessboards, and that's basically it. And we work on chess, solve exercises, play training games, work on openings, work on everything basically. And then we do this. This is funny because we already had like a couple training camps before the candidates, and this is gonna be like this. So this is like gonna be like the fourth one or something. So it's it's getting a bit much at this point, right? You having entire training camp for. By now it's only 7 games left, and already had so many training camps.
oh, I see. I thought you were training. I didn't realize that you were. It's the Anish training camp, or I guess it.
Yeah. Of course, he's the boss. He's the big boss. So
Oh, so in the middle of the event. Oh, okay. Wow. So he's
no, basically he's just putting us to work, and then if he whenever he gets knocked out, he's gonna join us. But otherwise, he's just gonna give us some assignments, and he's gonna be like, "Okay, guys, I want you to do this and this, and work for me on this opening." So he's basically just our boss.
okay. Here's
I
an
gotta.
idea for you.
Okay.
Um, tell he needs YouTube content, right? We have never seen behind the scenes footage of a modern day training camp. We only see pictures. We always wonder where you people disappear to, and then one day you show a photo by the pool and something, right? So film it. Just film the
Yeah, well,
camp
I
and then make
think
a video.
it's like with magic tricks. So it's much better. It's much there's much more mystery, and it's much cooler when you don't know the what is happening, right? So once we
I
film it
agree
and show
with
you guys,
Jordan. I agree with
I
Jordan.
don't think
Sorry,
the
I was
fans
cutting you
agree.
there, but I just wanted to remind everybody that 2018 World Chess Championship, there was a footage of Fabiano Caruana training, and that footage shouldn't have had a certain pixel of a certain computer screen with a certain variation on the screen. So it's not always a good idea.
Yeah, but that's because whoever showed that did it in the middle of the match. Like, what are you doing? Do it after. Who launches a training camp in the middle of the match? Like, it's like, I mean, yeah, I don't know. That was ridiculous.
sometimes Anish is, as you know, pretty active on social media. So sometimes he does post something, right? But
Mhm.
he's usually not giving full insights, and he's being a bit more careful than with what he shares than the 2018 World Championship Caruana team. But sometimes he might give some insights there, some small sneak peeks.
I love
Yeah.
his Instagram stories, and it does certainly have some kind of sneak peek, at least to the meals you guys are having. I do see a very good foodstagram there, very good
Yeah,
foodstagram.
yeah.
Um, apparently, if you go King G5 now, and White goes King E5, and you're gonna lose the race.
I was gonna say I'm super worried here. Suddenly, I don't even know where he went. Like when it became like this unpleasant, but suddenly, like you're saying, this White is so active, and even with so little material on the board, it's tough for Black. Very tough, very risky.
Apparently, what the computer wants is E5, giving away the pawn with check so that the king cannot go. And then
E5.
E5. And the best move for White after E5 is King E4.
All right.
That's just
Simple
insane.
chess. Chess is very very simple, easy to understand.
So-
E5.
King G5, King E5. Because the point is that you hit the bishop. You hit this bishop and you're just closer to the pawns than this king is to those pawns. So,
But you know what the issue is here? So White is if it's White's turn here, he's gonna play Bishop H4 check, and there's no real way of avoiding it in a good manner, because if you move the king, white gets access to the e5 square. So he kind of has to play e5 and calculate this all out, or he's probably gonna lose simply.
Yeah, e5. Yeah, you're saying by process of elimination, it's just.
Yeah, so the other moves simply seem losing to me, but I mean e5 is such a hard move. Even if you see it, it's so hard to simply give up this pawn. Yeah, and he didn't. He played bishop a3 check, right? And now the bishop h4 check comes and king e5, and I have a bad feeling about this.
So bishop h4, king f7, king e5. If you give the check on b2, you just lose because king walks in. And
so
white just wants what,
he's,
g5?
Yeah, g5, g6.
Wow. We don't even need Sassy. I mean, Jorden himself said like 10 moves ago, even when it was what looked like just nothing. I mean, rook c8 and...
Yeah, I wouldn't evaluate the current position as like dead lost. Still, just very dangerous. It's hard to say where Hikaru went wrong. I mean, maybe it was never as simple as we thought.
Hikaru versus Nepo, the final round of the day, has happened a few times before, and a couple of times it was Nepo in this long endgame grind. And I think the last 2 times he won, and it just sucks to end the day like that, with a game like this.
Yeah, and we are really looking forward to Hikaru joining us, because that's what usually happens at the end of the day. But it's not the same to have him as a guest when he has just lost the game. So we are really rooting for him in general, but also for the fact that we want him to join us. We want him to have a good time here on his own channel. So guys, we need to make this happen. We need to make flower power and all the copy pastas that sometimes help. I think we need to bring them back. Jorden, we need to introduce you to the world of Twitch when it comes to copy pastas. Levy, how would you sum it up?
What? No, you were doing so well, Anna. You could finish your thought process there. I mean, I was gonna say, I'm not sure. It's a very tough matchup right now. You know, flower spam and Super GM Russian school techniques. So it's
What is flower power?
Yeah, Anna, what is flower power?
We need to sit in the chat for Jorden to know, guys. Let's show Jorden. What does that mean? Let's show Jorden. Did you start seeing the flowers appearing in the chat?
Did it?
Channel?
Did it?
It's happening. Spam this flower to send Hikaru power and all the rest of the copy pastas. We tried to send him positive vibes. It's
worked.
working.
It literally just worked. He just blundered.
That's how it goes.
It's
my
just
god.
a draw.
Wow. Oh my god.
Guys, you did
Good
it!
stuff.
The absolute MVPs.
Wait, what's happening? What's happening? Why? What's going on? Wait, what? What? Were you not supposed to go e4? What is the machine saying? What is this?
Okay, I don't know what happened, but suddenly the machine after flower power dropped to 0-0-0 or a draw from a losing position. So that's just.
Wait, but now it's saying king b7, king c6 is somehow winning for white. No? Or is this still zeros?
I think it's still dangerous, but definitely good turn of events. Maybe a little bit.
A bit more flower power and we'll be there. Guys, keep it up. Keep it up.
Okay, I have to say the position is still very tough for black, so we need a lot more flower power, but we're going in the right direction. So the point is that after king takes b7, right?
Yeah.
e3, king takes e6. You have to make this insane move, king g6, and I don't even know why.
Okay, so what happens if you go e2? e5?
Yeah, I don't understand king g6. The point is that maybe that you want to play king h5 or something, and then... Oh, I get it. So you go king g6 with the idea to go king h5, and then when white plays bishop g3, king g4, the white bishop doesn't have any squares on this diagonal. Whereas if you play e2 first, you give up control of the f2 square. It's very hard. I mean, it's kind of subtle stuff. So, but I think that's the reason.
Hopefully Sassy is right about their evaluation. The Norwegian supercomputer from +6 has dropped down to 0-0-0, but it's not as easy as it seems for the engine. Obviously, it's still, as Jorden said, a dangerous position for Hikaru.
What does Sassy say in this line? It says king g6 is a draw.
Sassy. Wait a
That's
second.
king d5,
After
king h5,
E4.
bishop g3, king g4, king e4, e2, king d3, king g3, king e2. Aha.
Crazy.
And this is wait, this is apparently winning for white, this endgame.
So it was E3, king
Oh my
takes
God.
C6, king G6, king D5, king H5, bishop G3, king takes G5. That's what Sassy says.
Well, Hikaru gonna play e2. I mean, e2 is okay. He plays king g6.
Wow, that's flower power for you. I mean, holy.
But apparently, if Nepo plays all these natural moves like king back, and then wins the well, he has to find king back to d3, and then take the pawn. Then it's winning. He'll have a winning endgame.
It's still
apparently.
a
Wait,
draw
no.
according to Sassy. King G6 is the right move.
Well, yeah, of course. King d5 now.
No,
And
no,
king
no.
H5 is what
Bishop
Sassy
G3,
says.
and now I take first on G5. That's the
Yeah.
point.
Like, of course, Hikaru still has to find it, but there's a forced line. King H5 and king takes G5.
Oh. And then c5,
E2.
e2.
It's
Right.
obviously not easy, but there is this line that if Hikaru finds it, he holds the game.
Bishop f2. Yeah, the computer now is where the bar resets. So the
Okay,
bar-
now after Bishop G3, this is what it's gonna come down to. Is he gonna find King takes G5 or not? Honestly, I don't want to make any predictions. It's hard. Oh, it worked, guys. He played
did
King
it!
takes
He did
G5.
it! Sour power!
Damn. Okay, so Sassy still says it's a draw after c5.
Yes.
So c5
That's-
e2.
This is gonna be such an epic save if he makes it. Holy smokes. Oh, and the line is so beautiful too. Sorry guys, but so line C5, right?
Mm-hmm.
By white, pushing the pawn, and then E2 Foreest, C6, King G4, and then like what is this stunning move? Bishop E1, and you
Whoa.
take it, and C7. It looks like white is winning because he's promoting with check, right?
Mm-hmm.
But black just moves the bishop, and even though white queens, white has no way of winning with the extra queen, and I think it's gonna happen. I mean, it's pretty forced, so there's no real room for you cannot really go wrong here with black.
Jan played
Super
the king
tense.
to
Oh.
E4.
Oh wow, didn't even consider this.
Okay, but if king d3 e1, I mean it's just a draw, right? So it's not
Wait,
even.
now I think it's pretty routine. Just, bring the king with back with black, and you promote, and then it's I think it's just a draw.
Wow.
Well,
This is
let's
not-
just see. I mean,
King f6 is the only move. Yeah, king f6 because you can stay patient. You don't need to make the queen yet. Man, what is this game?
King f6 is not so easy, by the way. I really
I know.
hope he
And seems to
He
be the
won.
only move. Only move. King F6. We need more flower power.
Yes, guys, we still need it.
32. So somebody said when Alexandra Kostyuk was with us, she said you can't, and he's played it.
Yeah.
Played king f6.
This is, by the
There
way,
we go.
epic defense. This is really impressive by
There's king d5. Okay, so now king e7, or do you make a queen?
No, I think just king e7. There's no need to get a queen yet. He'll go king e7.
But isn't this is just an easy draw now? No, I mean.
Well, king c6 still. It's not easy yet. King c6, because the point is, if you promote now, I can take and go king b7, and
Oh, that's a win, yeah, because I have to keep my bishop.
yeah, and
Like
then I
on
push
G3,
c6,
yeah.
and then I go a3, b4, and I wow, and he finds bishop b4 too.
Yeah, only moving. There's no king
All
b7.
the only moves. You guys are amazing. And Hikaru's mega brain, obviously. 10
A3?
head.
Okay, but A3 takes, and then like I thought, I don't know what I thought actually. That doesn't even do anything. King b7, king b6. A3 doesn't do anything.
This is really like a 5-head play, right? As you say.
Yes.
Exactly.
Bishop h4 check. Okay, so now either
It's
king
still-
move on the e file is still holding.
No! Oh wait, it's what? Okay, it's a draw, right? No, what?
Wait, no, wait.
Apparently a4 is a winning move here.
Wow, I think I jinxed it, guys.
Just when we thought he had it, but wait, for Nepomniachtchi, a4 is the only move that wins. So what went wrong? Wait a second. What happened with the king move?
Yeah, wait, king e6. If a4, you have king f5, only move to draw. King f5 to just go back to this idea to harass the bishop. Oh my god.
my.
Oh my god. King e6, king f5 to go harass the bishop. King f3.
Nepomniachtchi didn't play a4. The flower works.
It's
Wow.
it's so tense. Holy shit!
This is
And now he has to find king f7 or something insane.
oh my
King
god.
f7 or a4. That's the other suggestion of Sassy. Bishop
Okay,
a3.
bishop a3
Oh,
is
but-
losing, but it's fine. It's fine because he has to repeat. He has to go king c6, and
Yeah.
it's a blunder, but it's not a blunder.
But Nepo will realize he can't make progress, right? Won't he?
Yeah.
There's a chance because he has 4 minutes. He'll go. Wait a minute. What about? I mean, king c6.
I'm just gonna shut up here because
It's like a roller coaster, you know.
yeah.
All right, we need a bit more of those prayers and flower powers, apparently.
No, it's almost a miracle defense. It's crazy how deep endgames are. Like a4 is winning
Yeah.
because you pass the bishop, and then it's winning because of the whole thing that Jorden said. You can put the king on b7, and you push the c pawn, and you are so far advanced with your a pawn. Wait, but if you play a4, you can never play b4. So
Yeah,
then
no,
what the hell?
a4. I saw. I know it's winning, but I don't even understand why. So I oh, he goes king c6 back. I was gonna say I'm not sure Napo will find it, but
Okay, he goes back. He goes back. Now Hikaru will, of course, repeat. I'm going to just refresh the board at the bottom, guys. Oh, no, it's trying to refresh on its own. Okay, we don't need... Okay. A4 now is... Here we
This
are
is-
again.
This is really just a 50-50. I don't know.
Oh, my God.
Oh, he goes to d6 back. That's great because now
That's
he
repetition,
cannot go
right?
c6 because
It's
Okay,
3-time
yes,
repetition.
that's-
They drew. They drew.
Yes.
great.
Oh, my God. They drew. It's official. Oh, my God.
Nepomniachtchi, instead of playing the one move forward, a4, I guess at this stage maybe he already didn't believe in his winning chances. It's official. It is a draw.
Wow.
That's flower power. Thanks, chat.
That is
That
flower
was,
power. Jorden, you belong here. You already are just so much into the Twitch lingo and all the five-head flower power and all the rest of the Twitch terminology. You gotta stay for the next days of commentary as
I
well.
wish.
Yeah.
I wish I could.
Hey,
Hello, Hikaru.
Hi.
Hikaru, we've had Jorden here for literally like 3 hours. We won't let him go spend time with his girlfriend. It's been a crazy day, man. Can I that endgame?
I mean, I heard that A4 is winning or something. Actually, I thought it was already a draw here, so I'm kind of confused now. I mean,
No, apparently
I played
A4
this
is.
whole- I mean, I played this whole endgame so poorly, though. I mean, like for some reason, I gave him everything he could have asked for. Like I don't know. I felt like it should have been somehow I could have gotten the bishop to b4 and maybe played b5 or a5 with at least like 1 or 2 more tempi than I did in the game. But yeah, it's I mean, it's apparently winning, but why?
We can. I mean, yeah, we can look.
We don't know ourselves, so.
So we do know that king e6 instead of king e8 is better because of king f5, king g4. This idea, I think. That's what we saw. There was this difference of where to put the king. So like king e6.
Oh, I have this trick. You know, it's funny because like my previous game that I lost to him in the previous event in a Berlin endgame, there was some kind of study in that one too. And this game also had them. Yeah, I should have seen king f5 g4 because I saw it earlier, but at the end I thought the idea was get my king back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, okay.
No,
welcome to the
we
world
don't
of
know why
computers.
A4 is. We have no idea. We're spectators of the roller coaster, you know. And now the only move is king f7. Well, I guess the question is where does
But if
After
I go bishop a3, why is it losing?
King b6 apparently only move.
Yeah, and then because there's check. Oh, there's wait. Yeah. King d7 and c6, right? And it's winning.
Yeah, I guess.
Wow, king c8, king h4, or king a5. I mean, yeah. I mean, the whole thing was completely insane. But yeah, I mean, I never should have probably traded rooks to start with. I'm sure I could have played this and gotten a much better setup from the get-go than what I did in the game. But I mean, it was a draw though, right at the start. Surely with the pawns on a6, b7, c6, it surely was a draw in the starting configuration, right?
Like around move like 30, like when he played king f3, or even with rooks on.
Yeah, no, I mean, and this has to be a draw. I mean, I've had worse endgames than this against Vichy in the Berlin, and I drew it. So I mean, to me, I assume this has to be a draw. Just that was my assumption. But wow, okay, yeah. I mean, the fact that the computer says 0.5 tells me it's got to be a draw here.
Yeah, this is it's on depth 40 now, so I don't know if there's anything.
Yeah, I mean, it would say +2 or something if it was winning. So. I mean, it's surely a draw, but somehow keep going forward.
Sure. King e4, a6.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I didn't have to go a6, but he probably can provoke it with bishop b8 anyway, so it doesn't make a difference.
Right here, when you were thinking on king g6, even Jorden himself was like, this looks mildly unpleasant, and we were looking at all these different lines of like where you can play. There was some move here, b6, and the computer wanted bishop c5, bishop f2. So that's what.
Yeah, and you come around. Yeah, because see, I didn't see this diagonal because I saw h4, but h4 doesn't cut off the entries on c5 and d6.
But b6 is very hard for a human because you want to put spawns on light squares, right?
Yeah, I mean, okay, if I'm a computer, I can probably find this. Because, yeah, with f2, you control all the squares. e5, d6, you control the whole line. Whereas on the h4 diagonal, you can't cut the king. Yeah, I mean, okay, this is like... I mean, this is out of Dvoretsky's endgame manual. This is a little bit...
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not sure about... Yeah, so we obviously king g6, and then... everything else was kind of normal. But... Well, did he have to go king? Did he have to go g5? I guess is the question. I guess that's where you got the only chance, right? I mean,
yeah, like I just I realized during the game that he didn't have to. I actually thought he could play a4 here. It occurred to me that he didn't have to rush everything forward. He could have played a4 and put the pawn on a4, where it's much better in all the end games. But of course, it's kind of hard to do this because if I get like the pawn to e2 and I plop the pawn on c5, the bishop is glued to b4.
Right.
So it's also a very tricky move to play at the same time.
Yeah, it looks like a4 is I
mean, it's I'll tell you guys why it's probably winning. It's probably winning because white can now regroup and reset up again. He doesn't have to go right in with king d6, c7 after check. And probably somehow with the pawn on the dark square, it's the classic two weaknesses. I mean, you have to have two weaknesses to lose a game, and so probably, yeah, it's winning.